And welcome to Sam's math tutorials. This is Sam speaking, and today we're going to be looking at linear equations practice for the SAT math practice section on my channel. And so earlier I posted a video about linear equations as just a lesson. So if you don't know anything about linear equations, you should go watch that one and then come back to this video for practice problems. I'm going to be giving you 5 practice problems. This is just a sampling of some of the problems that could be on the SAT exam. So there's 5 problems, so I hope you join along with me and enjoy. All right, let's go. Here's the first problem. Which equation is the one graphed? All right, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to pause, try to work it out, and then play to hear the explanation. All right, so as we said in the lesson video, whenever you're trying to figure out a slope-intercept form, like how it's graphed, you're always going to look for what first? That's right, the y-intercept. And the y-intercept is always located on the y-axis. It's the only point that the linear equation is going to cross the y-axis. So it's really easy. All we're going to do is we're going to look over here, and the y-axis, it's crossed where y equals 3. So b is going to equal 3 right there, right there. Then, this is the tricky part, we have to find the slope. The slope is equal to rise over run, right? Which is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So, we're going to find 2 coordinate points on the linear equation, and we're going to plug them into this equation to get the slope, then combine the slope and the y-intercept and come up with the linear equation. All right, so let's just choose a couple of points here. This one is going to equal, let's see here, we're going to start at the x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6, comma 7. All right, and then we're gonna, let's do the far one over here. And -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and then -1. So -6, comma -1. All right, so when we plug that into the slope formula here, it's going to be 7 minus -1 or plus +1 divided by 6 minus -6 or plus +6. So the slope is going to equal 8 over 12, which is equivalent to 2 over 3. We know that the y-intercept is 3, so officially the equation is going to be y equals 2 over 3x plus 3, which is the letter C. So that is going to be the first answer for our set. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is a word problem. Number 2. Nancy goes to the fair and wants to go on a lot of rides. She goes to the ticket booth to purchase a ticket for the bumper cars, which cost $2 to ride. Also, Nancy would like to go on the roller coaster, which costs $4 to ride. If Nancy rides the bumper cars once and the roller coaster X number of times, which represents her total cost of expenses? So you're going to plug all the numbers into a slope-intercept equation, and you're going to figure out what variable is which, and then that should give you the total cost. So go ahead, try to figure that out. All right, so when we look at the word problem, we see that she's going to ride the bumper cars once and the roller coaster X amount of times. So we know that the bumper cars is a fixed value, and the roller coaster is, we just don't know what it's going to be. So since like in when we're talking about slope-intercept form, we know that the y-intercept is a fixed value. And we know that the bumper cars is a fixed value, and it's $2. So we're going to set the bumper cars equal to, we're going to set the y-intercept equal to 2. So plus 2. And then we know that the roller coaster costs $4 to ride, and we don't know what the value is. It's just X number of times. So we're going to make 4 equal to M and multiply it times X. So this equation, let's say Nancy went on the roller coaster 4 times. Then you plug 4 in for X. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2 is 18. So the total cost of her day at the fair will be $18 because she rode the roller coaster 4 times and the bumper cars once. So our answer is letter D. All right, let's go to the next problem. Number 3, a linear equation with a slope of negative 5/4 is perpendicular to another linear equation. What is the line's slope? All right, pause the video and come back when you're done. All right, so if you remember in the important facts section about linear equations in the previous video, I said that a line that is perpendicular to another line has the negative reciprocal of the other line's slope. So if the slope here for this supposed line is negative 5/4 and there's a line that's perpendicular to it, that other line's slope is going to be the reciprocal of this. So that means we just switch the top and the bottom and we multiply it times -1. So the slope of the line that's perpendicular to the other line is 4/5. Letter C. All right, this one is a tricky one. So if you could get this one right, I mean, you're almost an expert. I mean, you still have to practice problems and everything, but you're doing good. All right, here we go. If line A, which is the red line, is in y equals mx plus b form, and B, line B, the yellow line, is in y equals k times mx plus b form, then find the value of k. All right, pause the video, try to see if you can figure it out, and then come back. All right, so this problem, here's how we're going to do it. So we know that line A is in y equals mx plus b form, and then B, all B is just the same form as A, but multiplied by k. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the form of A, the form of B, and then we're going to try to figure out what k is going to be by taking the slope of B and dividing it by the slope of A. And that should, I think, give us k. All right, here we go. So let's find the line of A. So first step, y-intercept is equal to 1 right here. B is equal to 1. We're going to find the slope of A. So we're going to take this coordinate point, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 5. And then the coordinate point right here is 0, 1. So it's going to be 5 minus 1 divided by 6 minus 0. So the slope of A is equal to 4 over 6, which is 2/3. The y-intercept is 1. So the slope-intercept form of line A is y is equal to 2/3 x plus 1. And then we're going to find the slope of B. So let's just take this point here. It's 0, 3. And also the y-intercept for line B, B, is going to be equal to 3. And then we're going to take this coordinate point up here, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 7. So the slope of B is equal to 7 minus 3 divided by 2. So the slope of B is going to be equal to 2. So we know that the y-intercept is 1, the slope is 2, so y of B is equal to 2x plus 1. So then to get k, we take y of B divided by y of A, and know that for sure. 2 divided by 2/3. So k is equal to 3. There you go. All right, final problem for this set. Write an equation that has the coordinates -1, 7 and -2, 4 and the y-intercept 6. All right, this should be pretty easy. Go ahead, pause the video and come back. Okay, so remember that slope is equal to y of 2 minus y of 1 over x2 minus x1. And then we know that b is equal to 6 in this situation. So all we're going to do is plug in the coordinate points. 4 minus 7 divided by -2 minus -1 or plus +1. So slope is equal to -3 over -1, which is equal to 3. So y is equal to 3x plus 6. There you go. So it is B. If you got all the problems right in this section, congratulations. You are doing great. If you got a couple right, go back, figure them out, and just work them again. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I'll see you in the next video.